Have you ever thought about listening or how you listen? How about how you learn through listening? For over a decade, I've been interested in how people listen, specifically, how people learn about music through listening. Hi, my name is Claire, and this topic was something I became so interested in that I decided to conduct research that formed the basis of my Doctor of Philosophy thesis. And so, as part of sharing this research, I've made this video, a kind of draw my thesis. My journey in researching learning through listening began while I was teaching in outback Queensland, where I joined a community orchestra and became fascinated with how rural audiences experience classical music in concerts. I began initiatives with the orchestra and carried out my first study through my master's thesis in this area. And though this work and experience gave me some answers, I still wondered, apart from formal music education, how do people learn about music by listening? And what can orchestras, like the one I play cello with, do to demystify orchestral music? So, for my PhD study, I recruited the help of orchestras and their audiences and represented a diverse range of places where people listen to live orchestral music. My study included rural, regional, metropolitan, and suburban areas and worked with both professional and community municipal orchestras. I attended and observed concerts, spoke to the arts organisers, and interviewed audience members. I asked about how they have learnt about music in the concert hall and what helps them understand and make meaning through listening. At the community orchestras, personal relationships helped audience members overcome barriers to engagement, and this relationship helped them actively listen and become part of the music making rather than just spectating. The regional audience members appreciated the orchestra musicians as fellow community members, and these relationships helped them gain insider understanding of the music they heard at concerts. The musicians likewise used their experiences to curate concerts which were accessible to people who may have never otherwise stepped into the concert hall before. In contrast, in the concert hall of the professional orchestra, audience members explained how relationships were more anonymous and how initiatives of the orchestra such as pre-concert talks, program notes, and extra musical factors such as social cues and their own initiative helped them to learn about the music as they listened. However, at all three orchestras, I found that the aspiration to engage and educate audiences sometimes rested uneasy with the traditions associated with orchestral music and the orchestra's artistic goals. Using these findings, I developed a framework based on 4 essential qualities found in the educational practices of the 3 orchestras. I assert that understanding the tensions, relationships, the technologies used, and understanding the diversity of audiences and their listening experiences can help us understand how learning and meaning making happens through experiences in informal spaces like the concert hall. But more importantly, my framework can be used by groups like my rural orchestra and in other informal spaces like art galleries, museums, music festivals, public gardens, libraries, and sporting events. Together, we can reimagine the vast potential of everyday experiences as intentional opportunities for teaching and lifelong learning.